Welcome to the Akashic Library.
We don't really think about it much, do we? But our phones, they've sort of sneakily become this massive force in our relationships, for better and, well, often for worse. Today, we're going to get into that very specific kind of modern chaos, that special agony that can come from something as simple as sending a text. And look, if you think that sounds like a bit of an exaggeration, just listen to this. Divorce lawyers are seeing this. The real drama isn't always the big shouting matches. So often, it's this quiet, hidden battle fought over read receipts and those three little blinking dots. The stakes are, no joke, incredibly high. Okay, so let's just lay it all out there. For so many couples today, texting is not just about, what time are you coming home? It's become a full-blown emotional battleground. And here's the crazy part, the real paradox of it all. By giving us this ability for constant 24/7 contact, our phones have somehow made us way more insecure, right? Every single text, every reply, or lack of one can feel like this little test, this referendum on our worth. You start asking, are they still into me? Do they still love me? And that silence between messages, man, it can be absolutely deafening. To really get a grip on the pressure we're all under, it actually helps to take a little step back in time. Let's look at how love and communication used to be and compare it to our, hyper-connected world today. I mean, think about it. For most of history, if your partner was away, you just waited. That's all you could do. The sadness was real, for sure, but it was kind of impersonal. You could blame the slow mail coach or bad weather. Your anxiety was just naturally dampened by all that distance. But now we're waiting for a reply that should take seconds, maybe minutes. And when it doesn't come, that doubt feels so personal. Technology didn't just speed things up, it basically put our anxieties on steroids. So this supercharged anxiety is especially explosive when two particular personality types get together. And this really gets us to the heart of the matter, the classic clash between what psychologists call anxious and avoidant attachment styles. Okay, so first, you've got the anxiously attached person. Deep down, their biggest, most terrifying fear is being abandoned. So for them, a text that goes unanswered for an hour isn't just annoying. No way. It can feel like cold, hard proof that their absolute worst fear is happening right now. And then, on the complete opposite side of the spectrum, you have the avoidantly attached person. Their core fear, it's being smothered, totally engulfed, losing their sense of self to a partner who just needs too much. So for them, a phone buzzing with constant messages feels totally suffocating. It's like a direct attack on their freedom. And this right here, this is where you can see exactly how this whole thing just blows up. Their core fears are polar opposites, abandonment versus engulfment. And because of that, they see texting in completely different ways. The anxious partner sees it as a lifeline, a measure of connection. Their brain is just screaming, why haven't they replied since 5:56 p.m.? Meanwhile, the avoidant partner, they see texting as a tool, for logistics. They're thinking, I said I love you this morning, why isn't that enough? It's like they're using the exact same phone, but speaking completely different languages. So here's the thing we really have to get. Our phones are not neutral in this fight. It's almost like they were perfectly designed to find our deepest emotional vulnerabilities and just exploit them. And I love this metaphor. It's like processed sugar for someone who's already greedy for it. The instant hit you get from a text, that immediate gratification, it just plays complete havoc with these insecure parts of us. It feeds our anxieties and makes it almost impossible to resist our worst, most reactive impulses. And this is where things can get a little ugly, because our phones can really bring out the more immature parts of us. The anxious person might just keep pushing and pushing for contact, trying to fill some kind of inner emptiness. And the avoidant person, they might actually get a little bit of a cruel kick out of not answering, a way to reclaim power or get back at someone from their past. We end up using our phones to replay these old, painful dramas, often without a clue that we're even doing it. Okay, so that's the problem. And yeah, it can all sound pretty bleak. But here's the good news. We are not powerless here. Not at all. We can absolutely change this whole dynamic. It just means we have to start rewriting the unspoken rules of how we talk to each other on our phones. And the healing, it really starts with one absolutely crucial step. We have to stop telling ourselves and our partners to just get over it. That little sting you feel from a seen receipt with no reply, That's real pain. That feeling of being totally suffocated by notifications, that's real too. Just acknowledging that this stuff is legitimate, that it's not silly, that's the foundation for everything else. And once you do that, the path forward starts to get a lot clearer. It's a process, right? First, you both agree that the pain is real. Then you each try to explain your own style. Like, hey, I'm someone who needs a quick check-in to feel secure, or I'm someone who needs a little more space. Then you can actually have a calm adult conversation about what to expect from each other. And through it all, you have to practice compassion for yourself and for them. Look, it's not a quick fix, but it's how you build a saner, calmer digital life together. And here's maybe the most radical idea in this whole thing. What if we talked about our texting styles on like the third date? With the same seriousness we talk about our careers or if we want kids. Imagine asking, so how often do you like to text? What feels like a normal waiting time for a reply to you? I mean, taking this stuff seriously right from the beginning could save us from so much heartache down the road. Which really brings us to the final thought here. It doesn't matter if you're anxious, avoidant, or somewhere in the middle. Every single relationship has these invisible, unspoken rules about technology. The real challenge, and honestly the only way out of the chaos, is to make those rules spoken, to bring them out into the open. So I'll leave you with this. What's the one unspoken texting rule that your relationship really needs to talk about?
When something doesn't work, it's usually pointing to a misunderstanding, not a failure. In the next video, we'll look at how beliefs quietly shape outcomes and why awareness matters more than optimism.